or a train or any public place where regular people are attending to their duties and their jobs and their lives, for you to go over there and take the lives of these people is among the most major sins in Islam. Actually, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, the believer will remain within the margins of his deen as long as he does not spill any unlawful blood. Meaning, once you start getting into killing innocent people, you are about to leave Islam. You are in danger of leaving Islam altogether because of the seriousness of killing innocent people. So obviously, people who are doing their day-to-day business are not to be harassed in any way, shape, or form. What could be done is different than what is on the battlefield, is different than what happens in the supermarket. And this is where the misconception arises. The fact that people think that because of what Islam, with the jihad in Islam, they have a misunderstanding of jihad in Islam. They don't understand the rulings and regulations and the guidelines and the requirements that must be available before any of these things take place. So for regular people to do random acts of killing people is something that Islam itself does not agree with. So trying to find a group of Muslims who decided to blow up a particular place, then tell the rest of the world, here are Muslims, is something that we do not accept. And we have evidences to deny it. This being the first. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ stressed the prohibition of killing women and children on many occasions, even at times of war. Now, no nation on earth cares about this particular aspect. You will find no nation being concerned about the children or the women during war. When it's war, everything goes. A plane will drop a bomb, kill everything and everyone there. They're not concerned about who is being targeted. Whereas in Islam, you cannot do these kind of things. Actually, Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, the first successor to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, established a detailed set of rules for Islamic conduct in war. And obviously war is something that has been carried out by every particular nation. Whether it was the Jews, as it was quoted very often in the Old Testament, where they were commanded along with Moses to fight particular people during their times, they were commanded to kill everything and everyone, even the donkeys and the horses and the everything, except for the young virgin women. They were allowed to keep those. This is per biblical text. Something similar was among the other nations. Every particular nation, like the Christians and the Crusaders, who went into the different countries and forced people into Christianity. So this is something that has been carried out. In Islam, it is not being done for this particular objective. So Muslims were allowed to defend themselves, and the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala must be protected, but within the boundaries of the Islamic teachings, without any violations, without any treachery, without any injustice to the human beings. Stop, O people, that I may give you 10 rules for your guidance in the battlefield. Do not commit treachery or deviate from the right path. You must not mutilate dead bodies. Now it is being done. They chop off your head, they chop off your hand, they burn cigarettes with you and what have you. All this is un-Islamic. Do not even, betray the people. You must not, neither kill a child, nor a woman, nor an aged man, the senile. These people are to be left alone. Children, women, old people, none of your business. Bring no harm to the trees, nor burn them with fire, especially those which are fruitful. Don't destroy the food of the people. SubhanAllah. Slay not any of the enemy's flock, like the animals that they got. Save for your food. You are likely to pass by people who have devoted their lives to monastic services. Leave them alone. Those who are sitting in church, a priest who decided to remain in church and he does not want to get involved in the battlefield, then this person is to be left alone. You don't bomb the church, you don't kill the people in the church, you don't harass this individual in any way, shape, or form. Now tell me which nation upon earth has these particular guidelines in their battlefield, in their wars. And they're having wars. Although they claim that war is this and and evil and what have you, but somehow wars are being conducted on daily basis all over the world. Look in the news. Every particular nation in the world is having some sort of military activity. So, but no one has these particular guidelines. So if Muslims today are not abiding by these, then we don't go accuse Islam of terrorism. Rather, we accuse these individuals of performing acts of terrorism which are in contrast with the teachings of Islam. We must know this and explain it to the non-Muslims. Because very many of them, assuming they embrace Islam in here and then they go back to their country, their family are concerned that they're going to come with a machine gun. They walk into the house, okay, who's going to become a Muslim? Or, see you later. So when they see them without a bomb or a machine gun, they wonder where they're hiding it. So really, as a new Muslim or for the non-Muslim, this must be explained. Just find one individual on this earth. I want you to find one individual on this earth who became a Muslim because someone put a gun to his head. Never. Never. This has never been the case. No one ever embraces Islam out of compulsion, because Allah says, "La ikraha fi din." There's no compulsion in the religion. You cannot force someone to believe. So this has never happened. People have been entering into the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Islam, wholeheartedly, with their own will, without any kind of pressure. What about suicide bombing? Allah says in the Noble Quran, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. Do not kill yourselves. So it's prohibited to take your own life. It's prohibited in Islam to take your own life, and that answers all the questions that the people may have. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ likewise said, whoever intentionally kills himself will be punished in the fire of hell, wherein he shall dwell forever. Narrated by Bukhari and Muslim. So committing suicide is not exactly the most Islamic thing. Furthermore, a Muslim will never really commit suicide. Why would someone kill himself? The only people who kill themselves are those who are fed up with life, have no belief, think that if this life doesn't work for them, nothing is going to work for them. So they get fed up with life, they go kill themselves. Now, Muslim is always looking forward to the hereafter. If you don't have enough money in this world, hey, but if you go to paradise, you'll be fine. Your family members died in an accident, it's okay. You will survive and be patient for the sake of Allah. Perhaps you'll meet Him in the hereafter. You always have something that will make you feel ease, feel better about it. We don't have this point of extremism where a person is kind of fed up with life. So a person should not kill himself, obviously, whether he kills himself alone or with people around him. Both are prohibited. Second misconception is everyone's favorite. I can see some smiles already. 4 wives. Yeah. Where do we begin with this one? Polygamy. A system of marriage whereby one person has more than one spouse. Not allowed in Islam.